When you think of retirement, you might think of a 401k, a pension, or an IRA, but what if the best retirement plan was something you've never been taught about? Today, let's talk about why Bitcoin might be the most powerful savings vehicle for your future. Traditional retirement plans are broken. These are savings and investing vehicles that are completely tied to fiat money, dollars that lose value every year. Inflation silently erodes your purchasing power while your principal investment appreciates just enough for you to barely edge out inflation. You're forced to invest in stocks and gamble on picking the right stocks just to stay ahead of the money printer. So you're betting your retirement on the dollar and Wall Street. So Bitcoin is different because it's a financial network. It's a completely decentralized, neutral financial network that has the potential to become the global monetary standard. Countries are already starting to view Bitcoin as a hedge against depreciating fiat currencies and as a safe haven for storing wealth. You might still be skeptical about Bitcoin and its use cases and whether or not its adoption will continue to pick up steam. First, I would advise you to check the scoreboard, and second, I would advise you to hedge your bets. And what I mean by this is most people that don't understand Bitcoin aren't taking the time to understand it. These people are allocating 0% of their portfolio to Bitcoin exposure, right? And someone like me, I'm very confident in Bitcoin's future and Bitcoin's potential to become the monetary standard. So I am hedging my bets accordingly. But someone like you might be somewhere in between a full Bitcoin maximalist and someone who completely ignores Bitcoin. And if that's you, you should consider allocating a small percentage of your portfolio to Bitcoin. Even if you believe there's a 2% chance or a 5% chance that Bitcoin becomes this global safe haven neutral financial network, then you should hedge your bets accordingly and allocate just a small percentage of your portfolio, of your paycheck, to Bitcoin, right? You don't want to be completely all in on this if you don't have that conviction and that big foundation of knowledge yet, but you should still spread your chips around the table to different avenues. So that's why allocating just a small amount to Bitcoin can be a huge game changer. If Bitcoin does become this global monetary standard and the global reserve asset overtaking the dollar, then you are going to be in a great spot, because just about, I'd say, less than 1% of people understand Bitcoin's potential and what it was created to solve. And you are front running millions and billions of people, companies, and countries from adopting this scarce finite asset. By having all your wealth rely on the dollar, you are having a lot of counterparty risk, right? Because the dollar is a fiat currency that is managed by a small group of people. The Federal Reserve decides the supply of money and the interest rate of money, and you are relying on the United States and the United States government to protect the dollar, protect the dollar's purchasing power by not causing rampant inflation. And by adopting Bitcoin, you are putting your bets on a decentralized network that no central entity can control the supply or issuance of. So people that think Bitcoin is too risky should really look at the dollar and all of the counterparty risks involved with holding this currency. So if you start small now and stay consistent, the odds are your future generations of family will thank you dearly. If you'd like to get yourself some Bitcoin, my personal recommendation is River. They are a Bitcoin only exchange, and they also have full proof of reserves, so they can fully prove that they own all the Bitcoin that they say they do for their clients. You can verify that on the blockchain. Use my referral link below and get some free Bitcoin when you make your first purchase. If you enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like, leave a comment with any questions, and subscribe to the channel. That helps out the channel a ton. And as always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.